A while back, we reviewed Steph Curry's bourbon, Gentleman's Cut. Today, we're reviewing yet another celebrity's whiskey. This time, it's LeBron James' whiskey, The Traveler. Ooh. Freaking got that guy. So good. Oh, man. Wow. Oh, I got that guy so good. Friggin' Traveler. Boom, friggin' roasted. Fun fact, LeBron James is only 6 weeks younger than me. And he is about to retire from basketball, and I have yet to hit my prime, physical prime, the sport of bowling. Suck it, LeBron. You guys all know this isn't actually LeBron James whiskey. Sorry if that joke flopped. Did it again. Well, freaking flopper. No, this is Traveler Foolproof, and this is Chris Stapleton, who I believe is a country music artist. Chris Stapleton's Traveler Foolproof whiskey. It's blend number 40, so you know 39 of them friggin' sucked. Judging by the beautiful, full format, ever explanative labeling, you can tell that this comes in at 750 milliliters and 60.5% alcohol by volume, making the Traveler Foolproof 121 proof. There was a Traveler regular proof. I never bought a bottle, but apparently I should have, because it got rave reviews. And by rave reviews, I mean it got some of the worst reviews. But when I saw the foolproof version in my local store for no more than $40 before tax, I was like, I'll buy that, and I'll rip off its prophylactic plastic wrapper cork covering ass. America. Friggin' nailed it. Oh, there's that. Now the whiskey can say that it's traveled even further, like down my crotchal region and my leg, eventually leading to my floor. It's uncomfortable, but I'm going to continue the review. Put on my readers first here. Okay, here we are. Traveler whiskey. Oh, these were good. These are my wife's. She bought them on accident. She thought they were blue blockers, and they were, but they're also magnification. So, sorry, babe. Your loss is my gain. And now I can read damn near everything. Traveler whiskey. Good whiskey is like a good song. It requires no explanation. One taste should tell you everything you need to know. No one has to tell you how to feel about it. Unless, of course, that's my job, so someone's got to tell you. You simply settle in and enjoy. For this first of its kind collaboration from Buffalo Trace Distillery, Traveler brings together the collective artistry of Chris Stapleton and master distiller Harlan Wheatley. Blend number 40 is the carefully curated result of countless hours of testing and tasting. It's a completely unique combination of whiskeys from award-winning distilleries and exactly what you'd expect. A premium whiskey that speaks for itself. It's got signatures of Harlan Wheatley, who really likes to spell out his name in cursive letters, and Chris Stapleton, who could give a shit less. Or couldn't give a shit less. You can see it there. When you're carefully curating and creating a complex, one-of-a-kind, first-of-its-kind whiskey blend, what you really need in order to make this come together in the best possible way is the collective artistry of a musician, a musical artist, and a whiskey blender. That's obviously the magical ingredients to make a tremendous whiskey, which is why I am publicly inviting Jelly Roll. Friggin' Jelly Roll. Hey, if you want to make a whiskey, our collective artistry together, we can do it. We can do it. Unless, of course, Jelly Roll's sober, which he might be. Son of a bitch. Hasn't stopped other celebrities. Come to think of it, considering the way that this mashup works between artists, I would also consider performing on a musical track for you. Possibly your next single will bring together the artistry of a whiskey blender with a musical artist, because that always makes great music. I think that me and Jelly Roll could put together something beautiful. When you mix industries together to create something in one of those industries, always works out perfectly. Always works out just great. Proudly blended and bottled by Buffalo Trace Distillery, Frankfort, Kentucky. Oh geez, here is something that I don't like. According to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcoholic beverages during pregnancy because of the risk of birth defects. Yikes. Here's DJ Matt Porter spinning the new Chris Stapleton single. Go DJ, that's my DJ. After doing my due diligence and diving deep into the internet and really prodding into the facts about this whiskey so hard, I quickly discovered that this is called a whiskey because it's a mixed mash bill whiskey. It's not a bourbon, it's not a rye, it's not a single malt, but it is a blend of different mash bills, making this a blended whiskey. The color of this whiskey is not exactly what we would consider to be a mature, dark, aged whiskey. No, this kind of looks like sunshine. That is the color of morning sunshine, sun rays. Traveler foolproof on the nose. That is kind of nice. The nose of this Traveler Foolproof reminds me of some sort of like a juice or like a Capri Sun. It smells like a Capri Sun. For it being 121 proof, I'm not really smelling a ton of alcohol on the palate. Not a lot of ethanol is coming out of the glass. It smells kind of juicy and kind of nice. I did not know what to expect with this Traveler, but so far, not hating the trip. That's bad. This does not smell old. Also, though it doesn't smell super young and grainy and grassy and farmy, there are no old whiskey notes here. They are pretty youthful, but the youthful notes that are coming out of the glass are kind of refreshing and nice. They're very sweet. They're very inviting. For 40 bucks, the nose on this is good. It's a good nose. A little marshmallowy. It's not Lucky Charms marshmallows, but it's like marshmallows, regular ones that you tipped over a Capri Sun juice pouch on top of, and it just kind of squirted out of the straw on top of the marshmallow for a bit. Yeah, a little bit of a lemon, almost like a lemon head candy. Traveler Foolproof, down the hatch. I've tasted much more expensive whiskey that sucked way worse than that. This is not great. It's $40, it's cask strength. It gives you the hiccups. That's the color of my tap water. Second sip. It's not extremely bold and dark and thick, or even remotely bold and dark and thick. Although it's not bold, it is big. It does pack this big time punch to your palate up front, which isn't necessarily consisting of a lot of the flavors that I'm looking for in a great foolproof whiskey. But I also have to remember this isn't bourbon. This is not bourbon, this is whiskey. This is what I would imagine to be a mishmash of shit that they had laying around, and they were like, yo, we can make a cheap whiskey out of this. Not everybody out there in the world is a whiskey snob. Not everybody is a whiskey connoisseur. Not everybody prays to Fred Minnick every night before they go to sleep. But for those of us who do, this bottle isn't necessarily something that we're gonna be going to, but there is a large group of people out there who love getting schlammered and schwasted. They like to throw a bottle of whiskey in the back of their pickup truck and drive down a 2-rut ATV trail in the middle of the woods until they get to that opening a couple miles back. That opening where everybody is sitting on their tailgates around a bonfire, drinking whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow, just like summer times in Upper Michigan. I feel like this whiskey is made for that group. A group that I was in at some point in my life, and a group that I'm sure that a lot of you were in at some point in your life. A more simple time, a more fun time, a more enjoyable time. A time where you can fall asleep in a sleeping bag under the stars, get eaten alive by mosquitoes. I feel like this whiskey was made for camping. This whiskey was made for country music and singing and partying, and it's not great. I'm not gonna sit here and say that this is great. The palate is kind of bright and shiny. It's youthful. It has some lemony, citrusy notes. It's a higher pitched whiskey. This pour hits the higher notes, like Chris Stapleton covering Lady Marmalade. It has a little bit of a pucker to it. Puckers you up a little bit. Although this is foolproof, it does have this weird watered down taste to it. It's like a thinness that you get when you add ice to it. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like you added ice to it. You know when you pour whiskey in a glass and then you throw ice cubes in it and then you go outside on a summer day and then eventually it leads to this non-whiskey taste, just kind of like minerally metallic ice cube tasting beverage that nobody really likes, but you're just like, yeah, the spring and outside's good. We love being outside on this hot summer day. And drinking whiskey is good too. That's kind of what this reminds me of. I don't hate this. I don't love this. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's bad. I think it's just fine. It's just fine. Today, Traveler Foolproof receives a score from me of 6.4. It is what it is. For 40 bucks, I ain't mad at it. I paid 40 bucks for a $6.99 Domino's pizza the other day. So I added chicken. It's premium white meat chicken. Damn it. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. Like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind. I'm drinking so much water. If you are out there and you are a human being, a Paleopithecus, or whatever we're called. That's not it. What are we called again? Boy. Geez Louise, what is it? It's a Homo sapien. That's what it is. If you are that, if you are a living, breathing Homo sapien, then you require a lot. If you're a woman, you require a lot more, apparently. But you definitely require water. You need to be hydrated. Hydration is key. Hydration is key to you and your kidney. I developed what some doctors and CT scan machines would call a kidney stone last week. And I woke up in the morning and I was like, oh, Porter has a bit of discomfort in his back. Is that a little bit of sciatica? And then as I made my way down the stairs, I was like, it's a bit uncomfortable. I think Portsy's got to poop. And then I went into the bathroom and I was like, can't poop. Am I constipated? And then the pain started to radiate. And I was like, the pain's radiating from the back where my kidney lies. Pain intensified slightly. And I was like, oh, if this doesn't go away, that's going to suck. That's going to suck big balls. And then the pain radiated from my back and my tummy into near my balls. A little bit of pain there in the front ski, and I was like, this isn't great. Big time not great. Brought the kids to school, dropped them off, came home. Severe pain, rolling around on the floor. Hey! Just drink water. because passing a kidney stone is not fun. Not fun at all. And my ER visit is probably going to be so much money. It's going to be hundreds of travelers. Hundreds and hundreds of bottles of Traveler Full Proof. Son of a bitch.